back again the next day. Um, alright, so I was on yesterday. Last stream was yesterday. Today is the next day, and I did get back on. And I'm so ready to just get back in this, jump back in, get it. Yeah, so I worked out today, went to Hot Works, and got a good workout in. I did some other stuff. Started dehydrating some goldenrod I collected, some more basil I collected from my garden. And, well, the goldenrod actually just grew natively, I guess, or just I didn't plant goldenrod, but there's some in my yard. There's also I gotta go get the chamomile. Okay. Um, and what else am I thinking of? So I did that. I also juiced, made my juice, and just did some other stuff. Anywho, all right. Uh, I mean, I really don't have much else to say before I just get into this. Um, yeah, I don't know. You want to just look at me for a second? Hello. Maybe I should do some role playing. Nah, I'm good. What is that blue? Oh, okay, that's what the flag. Yep, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I still have to do. Um, so that's. I just got a lot of stuff to do around the house. I got a lot of stuff to do outside the house, and we'll get to it as I'll talk more about the stuff I'm doing as it happens. But for now, I told you pretty much what I got done today, what was relevant in my life lately, and let's get to it. So excited, and plus, also, I gotta I'm not rushing, never rush, ever rush, but I do want to be in bed by. I do want to stop the stream by around 10. I don't like staying up late. I feel like I might go past and go to like 10:30. But yeah, I would like to stop at like 10 or something like that, which is not long because I think yesterday's stream was 2 hours. So right now it's 8:45. I got an hour 15 minutes. So stream for an hour 15 minutes. It should be a short stream. It might even be my shortest one. So if I do it at that, but I feel like I might go to 10:30. We'll see though. We'll see. But nonetheless, still not gonna be a long stream at all. All right, so let's get to it. I'm gonna take off my shirt, but I'm gonna do that. You don't need to see me do that, so I'm not gonna take my shirt fully off. I have a shirt underneath this. I was wearing this because it just felt nice. It was kind of cool. Like, it wasn't cold, of course. It's still August in North Carolina and southern North Carolina. It's still August, so it wasn't, but it's been cloudy and rain, like kind of cloudy, rainy, and stuff like that. The weather, so it's just been like cool enough to where I could do this, especially if I'm like, just want to feel nice and warm for a second. So, all right. Oh yeah. Let me do this. Wait. Hui. Alright, so let's also get 0 technique points. But which ones did I get last time? I think I got these. Perform stone heavy attacks with ferocious speed. Bruh, I need that. Because they're the heavy ones, the ones that stagger damage, create stagger damage. Yeah, definitely need that. And then what else did I do? What is this? Can I upgrade this yet? Doubt it. Oh, techniques. Let me go back to this. I did concentration stuff. And I did this. I remember doing that. I remember I needed. Oh, I didn't need it, but I used that yesterday. I say I needed it because it was just the right time to do it. So, but I didn't actually need it. There are literally two people, kind of just like that, in assassination mode. So, anyways, okay. Don't shoot me down for using incorrect language, which I don't think that was incorrect, really. I'm just overthinking and being a harsh critic on myself. Okay. Let's see. Briefly slow time while aiming to improve. That. This goes good with my outfit. I get it. Dang, look at me. The only thing is, of course, animal skins. Not really a big fan of that. Unless they died naturally, all by themselves, I wouldn't mind that. But to kill an animal, take its skins, and then wear it, especially an innocent being like a deer or something like that, it's kind of like it's kind of like hypocritical when you're fighting for justice, but yet you yourself are a murderer. And so yeah, especially to the most innocent beings that literally go around and just eat grass and are so cute and beautiful. Imagine just killing one of them. It literally has probably done literally one of the most innocent creatures. I was gonna say probably did no harm, but you do have some bucks that fight each other and stuff like that. But in general, they're so timid and so shy and so timid, shy, and like one of the most gentlest, peaceful, mind their own business creatures. So, So, anyways, yes. Yes. I'll throw up. Okay, let's get to it. Oh, let's go to the map. Okay, Castle Canada up there, Lady Masako. By the way, I know I'm playing this game, which is like, has violence in it. Justice violence, though, which I do think is better. And I do like that they're standing up for, like, it's justice violence. They are standing up against a worse evil. And so the Mongols are a worse, or one could say a greater evil. But they're more evil, which is a bad thing. So I'll always go be on the side of justice, of the lesser evil, of the more good. But yeah, I'm actually non-violent. I play video games sometimes just because sometimes they're so damn interesting and good that I have to do the same thing. I watch movies, with violence in them, but I devoted myself to not committing violence in the real world against any living beings. I try to live as probably close to like a Jainist or something like that, but I'm not. I have different views than that from what I've learned, but yeah, I'm really on that type of stuff. Okay, let's see. What should I do? Nope, that's the last one. I can upgrade. 2 upgrades, which probably not from the one I did. Where am I at? What do I need to do, everyone? I think I took care of everything. I think that was what I was saying. Oh, this, the fox thing. And I didn't even complete this one yet. Alright, let's get it. Hey, buddy. So the question with me being not violent is, would I commit violence ever? Would I do any type of violence? I do believe in self-defense. I do believe in standing up for what is correct. Dang it. I should have left him. fox go? You made me lose my freaking fox. Where are you? Oh, yeah. I see. Hey. Ah. It's meant to be. If there are more questions pertaining to my philosophies and views, I'm always open to answering questions and to bringing clarity and to also questioning my own philosophies and everything like that. But yes, I could talk more about it. I could talk more about it on a worldly scale. I could talk more about animals and their diet, or about, you know, and how in the relation of, or I don't know, I could just talk about everything as to why, you know, but I'm not going to continue to talk about this. It's not, because I really don't want to talk about it anymore. That's pretty much that simple. Who the fuck is that? Okay. Are those some Mongols? It looks like it. And what the fuck are they doing? What is that dude doing? Standoff. Bro, I'm about to shoot this dude in the head. Shut up, shield man. Yeah. Whooped y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in a second, don't worry. Just need to grab my flower. What? Really? I will end. Oh, I will say one more thing about the vegan thing, and just this, because I want to. Because yeah, but I will say this: for people, it always just really like, I don't know. Oh, I mean, it just never made sense to me how, you know, when people. I can't say it never, you know. Yeah, I can't, I don't know. I'm just speaking freely from the heart, but yeah, maybe it bothered me, maybe something like that. But it bothered me when people were like, especially people who are like heavy meat eaters and stuff, and when confronted about it, or whatnot, like in denial, or just can't even conceptualize, like people who just like cry about injustices done to them, or like murder or death, like they just like cry and cry and cry, or like they feel such a way, and like every meal of the day they have they have dead bodies on their plate. It's like, what? Like, you really have no conception, or no. Are you kidding me? Damn, I did not save them. I should have just fired an arrow first. Learning a lesson. Dang, those people are just wrong. Yeah, but it just never made sense to me. Like, you're like, it's almost like humans became so like self-oriented and like narcissistic in a way, to only think about human suffering. Like, that's the only thing they conceptualize, and then they get so emotionally like like, I don't even know how to explain it. They just get so emotionally, like, shut down. Well, no, they get so, first of all, they get so emotionally upset over their uh, loss, which I think is natural because we don't want to lose those things. But then to just not be able to conceptualize it on any other level, to me, it just doesn't make it, it just doesn't make any sense. And people would say all, dude, he was just on all levels, especially people who don't want to hear it or people who've seen it. It's like mind-boggling as to, how in the world can you sit here and just, think about it, and just to think of humans in that way. I just always thought that was, and to make it, to just to talk about it a little bit more, is all of a sudden to hold humans to like amazing standards. Like, for example, you might say something like this to people and people be like, well, it's because they're human. That's the reason why. Because humans are different. And it's like, bro, humans are the worst species, or the most destructive species on this planet ever. Like, you look at a deer, just eats grass and exists. It was created, God's creature, came on this earth, exists, and just exists, and then eats grass and stuff like that. So, like, they're not doing anything besides fertilizing the ground, and they're probably helping out bees. Like, let's look at bees, for example. Bees' harmonious relationship with flowers. Well, they're, and other insects, by the way. It's not even just bees, but, many people don't even know that. Yeah, I'm not using that to shame people. I'm just saying, I think all this comes from a lack of real experience and real knowledge. It's like, yeah, these insects can have harmonious relationships with plants, and so can humans. But actually, I just want to go here. I think But what was I saying? Ooh, look at those flowers. But yeah, but humans, on the other hand, rape, murder, steal, thief, kill each other, and not that I'm not downplaying all the greatness of humans. In fact, that's the first thing that's the most beautiful, is all the beauty that humans are capable of, right? And we celebrate that. And so it's just weird because it's like a demonic infection that constantly says the opposite. Like, for example, I stated a negative. Like, for example, you talk to people and it's like it's not even about love anymore. It's about every excuse to justify some form of hatred. Like, no matter what, there's going to be some questionable form of hatred. I know that might not make sense because, I know it might sound like it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Right? It does, though. Like, it's just logical in a way, and by the way, it's also not based on just logic. It's not even just about being logical. It's just about love and just actually understanding that what peace and nonviolence is and the capabilities of creating that. And then again, people might use the excuse, well, other animals eat other animals. But then that excuse falls as well, because other animals do tons of stuff. Rape, cannibalize, everything. Do you use that as an excuse? And those are the same people, by the way, who use animals as a justification, but then say that part of they may say, may or may not, I can't just say people will say stuff, fully, but I'm just stating everything that I've heard. And I'm saying, people then will say, but will then use the fact that they're human and they're better than animals after you just say, I'm better than animals, I'm human. So it just comes to this just crazy game of just battling with people who will never see each other's side. Because now I'm at the point, I will never see that side. I'm at the point where I will never see that side. Whether I did or didn't before, or whether I did, but what I'm saying is, even if I did see that, now my eyes are so open. And then the question of animals eating other animals like lions and tigers, again, is that a justification to normalize them like that? Why wouldn't you say an animal is wrong for that when when we as humans use the behavior of animals to state as to why we're better than animals? But then, so why would you do that? Why wouldn't you say, see, for me, I'll just explain it. For me, I think that the killing is wrong on every level. Like, I think insects killing each other are wrong. I think that it's just everything. I think it's the great sin, the great death that came upon this world, is that many beings started killing each other. But there are many that don't, that often get overlooked, like deer and elephants and many bugs and many other animals that don't kill. But it seems like there's a certain, there's a certain consciousness that still wants to glorify violence and glorify carnivorism and all these things as if they're not acts of violence, but they are acts of violence. Loss happens. All species have family, especially in the mammalian family. Huge, very similar to us. And so to see ourselves in others, especially in ones who are so similar to you, it's just, I don't know, it's just unbelievable. And then of course they also use plants are living, or cucumbers are alive, supposedly, or an apple crisp supposedly sheds blood and has a brain and has a heart and all these things. So, and also screams and cries out for help, and also gives birth and also has families and all these other stuff, even though they're totally not and empty. But again, these people swear by it. So it's like, and then of course everyone says, oh, we've all been doing that, even though major religions have long done it, including Christianity, including Hinduism, including Jainism, including Pythagoreanism, which is Greek, including all that, all historically, which people keep saying, oh, we've been doing all our life, historically, everywhere, including American citizens and even Native Americans and everyone, were highly plant-based, even if they did. So veganism, plant-based, was the norm. We're now in the age of high consumption of meat, high consumption of torture. We're destroying the planet and everything. And then it goes back to my point. Have you ever seen a deer litter? Throw plastic on the ground, smoke a cigarette, they start a forest fire, rape another person, beat up another person, and yet, what about a cow? And yet you just mass produce them and just murder the shit out of them. I mean, it's just mind-blowing that people don't even think about this stuff. Or what about the fact that again, we say things about I might get to this. I'll get back to the conversation in a second. Oh. I'll use my concentration. Easy peasy. And then, okay. Nice longbow upgrade. Awesome. Okay, and then back to the conversation. Hold on. I'm gonna look around while doing this. But back to the conversation. And then we talk about other animals, even though, and by the way, I do want to say this. My love, because this is out of love, like veganism or whatever, my sense of nonviolence is far beyond veganism. Is based out of love and compassion. I have love for all beings, including the ones who eat meat. And so I have compassion for them. So I'm not sitting here saying anything. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking. And then I do want to say, when it comes to animals and eating meat and stuff, you know, it's just very interesting because I don't. Nah, yeah, I might save it for another, but I will share my belief is that all beings, although I do think, oh, I gotta go the total opposite way. Oh, this is a nice place. Where was this place? Was there a point to this? Or was it just like a little outpost or something? Yeah, about species and being able to be vegan. Well, I think, again, well, also with that, you know, I was gonna say spiritual leaders often said that these, like, the problems in the world were caused by ignorance, and that's kind of how I see it, is because we're failing to actually acknowledge something, and especially in different ways. Like, we're just failing to acknowledge so many things, failing to be aware, or even failing to believe. Like, how are you? Ooh, like, imagine you not even believe, you can't even believe that love is going to be reality because you're so traumatized by this world, or you're so heartbroken by this world. You've seen so much that now you can't believe it because of what you've experienced. But I would like to invite you to do something. If you believe that, could you just fall completely into your depression and just see how that feels? Like, fall deep into the deepest depression and hopelessness, and just feel yourself just suffering and everything like that, and ask yourself, is that really how you think life is? Think of all the problems in the world. Think of war, think of murder, think of all these things, and just justify it. If you think like that, just think about it and just accept it and embrace it. And let me know if that feels better than believing in the power of love and nonviolence and the fact that it is capability. And that's where faith came in, and spiritual things, and spirituality, religions, and all these things. Is faith is in something that you can't see. Before a dog had I'll just say, before they thought a dog could be vegan, it was thought that no dog could be vegan. Before a man ran a mile in under 5 minutes, it was thought to be impossible. Before a person probably lived off fruits and vegetables, even though that seems like that was actually the first in natural diet. Dang, this place is huge. Komoda town. Oh, sweet. Nah, sweet. Peaceful. So why would it be crazy to think that we could establish peace universally? But we don't do that. We continue in 2025, continue to still go to war over medieval thoughts, pretty much. That. So I'm just saying, it's just still people do all that. Fight, kill each other, rape, war in 2025. These things, have we learned nothing from history? Nothing? Because it still goes on. It goes on even worse, right? Look at the planet, and you say, well, the planet could be destroyed. We're polluting all the waters, doing all these things. One could say, if you live in that reality. So, what do you want to believe in? Do you want to believe in death and destruction and all this stuff? All these things that one wouldn't wish upon themselves. It's one thing I noticed. All the people who believe in it are cowards to do it themselves. Because if they really believed in it, they would just take their own life instead of feeling that they should be taking others' lives. And that's the difference. When you learn the real history of Jesus and the fact that Jesus was a vegan, and the King James Bible and all these other Bibles are totally rewritten. All you got to do is look at the text. But also in the Vatican Library, they also showed the Gospel of Peace, which was the Gospel's teachings from Jesus Christ, in which he declares not to eat meat. There's the Gospel of Nazarenes, the Gospel of Ebionites, which many are dated at the exact same time as coming out as the Bible, but yet the one Bible that made it out was the one that was controlled by the church, which is interesting because those are the same type of power-hungry people who kind of were like the same type of people who killed Jesus and used the Bible for control, right? Because the Bible has been used to manipulate over the ages. But you have these texts which have nothing that could be used to manipulate, and that came out at the same time. So that's just something worth thinking about. But again, I mentioned the Hindu, Jains, Pythagoreans, the Essenes, by the way, which Jesus was a part of, and so was Jesus' brother James, who was also a well-known vegetarian historically. So I'm just pointing out all these things. And now I wanted to get back to the animal thing. So the animal thing. Yeah, so we don't think so. So again, look up the story of Bramble, the vegan dog who actually broke a world record for living like twice what I don't know the exact name, but it broke the record for being the longest living dog of that time and lived I think twice the age of a natural border, or 3 times the age of twice. Man, I can't say that, but it lived much longer than its species was known for living, which is border collie, and it was lived off not of processed kibbles or anything like that. This was lived off of a complete exclusive vegan diet of foods, of vegetables and other stuff. I don't know exactly what they fed the dog, but I think it was like sweet potatoes, all these other things, and lived exclusively and lived longer, and even has a Guinness World Record, had at the time, although that's changed since the years, but this was back years ago. I don't know I forgot when it was, but like 50 years ago, 60, 70, I don't know. But it's something like that there. And then of course you have people who say you can't have vegan cats and swear by it. Swear everything. Oh my God, no way a cat could be vegan. If you even think about it, you should be put on the death trial You should be sentenced to life in prison for even thinking about it. So for thinking about something, I should be put to, that's crazy. I shouldn't even try or shouldn't even do that. No, but that's crazy because these same people, again, of course, are okay with animal experimentation, where they get their products from. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying they are. I can't speak for them. I'm just saying so many people buy things that have been tested from animal products. All that. Where is that type of passion and energy for that? But supposedly a cat can't be vegan. Well, guess what? I've got a cat that's been vegan for 2 years, about something like that, and another one that's been vegan for about a year or over, and they're both extremely healthy. So a big fu, and I'm just saying this to people. What do you have to say about being wrong about something that you know nothing about and that you did, in which you were so violently mean about it and everything like that? And this is what I don't get, is the defense of people who are violent against people who are nonviolent. You put nonviolent people sit here and are taking crap from violent people, and that's just wrong. And it really shows who the real bad people are, because these people are the ones who are violent, killing, murdering, and then bullying and attacking people who are trying to save lives or who are just minding their own business, and violently and threatening them and everything like that. And so if we lived in a just society, the roles will be flipped. There would not be, the roles would be flipped. And we do live in a just society. And the reason I know this is because it's in my hands now. It's in our hands now. It's in our hands now to stand up and stand up for what's right, and to be authority figures where authority has betrayed us. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into this whole spiel. Maybe I was just doing it for that, but but yeah, it's the truth. It is really the truth. Take it from someone who's everything I spoke about is real experience. And so yeah, that's just that. It's just mind-boggling to me that the most violent people can get away with anything. If you don't think it's violent, go be vegan for a month and watch and learn where everything comes from. Learn. If you'll never see anything worse. You have innocent beings, even the ones who eat animals, are not guilty of the punishment that has been inflicted on them by humans. It's utterly something else. And by the way, I'm coming from this from a place of love and compassion. You know, and I am. So I have love and compassion, even for the people who commit these atrocities, even for the animals who consume other animals. I'm coming from this place of love. My FU to you earlier was just me feeling myself, and I just said something because it is a big FU to you. Because, it's just a FU in the sense of, look, I don't want to be bothered by your stuff anymore. I seek peace. I seek love and peace. And I've got to find my peace away from those who think like that and behave like that, because I'm in danger by being around those people. I've been in a lot of shit in my life. Trust me, a lot of shit. From being and none of these people pay me back for anything that I got into. So I don't want that same thing happening again, where people or try to get me in trouble because of their inability to be able to be nonviolent. So their expectation of me, or that could lead to my harm by being around those people. So that's just me. That's just my own thoughts. I mean, I'm just saying that because it could lead to my harm. And it could be that when I was in high school, alcohol was a problem, drugs, tobacco, chewing tobacco, smoking cigarettes, all these things I did with my friends that fucked my life up. And not one of them was there. Not one of them helped me getting arrested, doing all this shit. Not one of them fucking helped me or saved the day or anything like that. I had to live with that by people who swore that this was the way, and so did I, because I was part of it. Not anymore, man. I found the real love. So to everyone else, it's a good game that you're spitting, but it ain't real, and that's just the truth. And it goes beyond veganism. I'm not talking about veganism. I'm talking about just being nonviolent and seeing that and trying to come up with solutions to not be violent. I did this the other day. Instead of shooting gnats with spray, I just put food stuff in a gallon jar, and then they're going in the jar, and then I'm letting them out outside. They might die outside, but it's a natural death, and that wasn't my intention. My intention was to do that, and it speaks on my character that I did that. And I even set food outside for them, so that they could kind of live out their own natural life cycles and everything like that. So instead of that quick reaction to just kill something, smack a spider, instead of get a piece of paper and let this spider out, if we can all just work on non-violence and being able to see ourselves in others, then we could love, especially with human capability. True dominion wouldn't be being a violent abuser who goes around abusing things for his own control. The dominion, or being a steward of the land, would be saving the world and saving all of the world, saving all of the species. And we have it. We even have technology to do it, but instead we use our technology to fuck around and do all other types of shit. Right, we just fuck around with it. But anyways, I'm gonna get back to this. I really don't even know where this came from, but it felt good to kind of release it. Maybe I just needed that. Maybe I just need to connect with my gameplay and just have a session where I just kind of like speak some more of my truth, and I would like connect and just form a relationship with this, even if even if it's just me watching it, or even if I look back on it, I'm just like, damn, like, it's just, I'm like, and it just shows how in a way human I am, that it's not every time it's going to be this, or going to be be an act or something like that, or me just trying to do this. Yes, I'm a person, I'm a person, I have that, but it shouldn't take away from me being in control of my emotions and being able to love, the most important thing. So again, no hatred in my heart. I just speak on it because it's probably been pent up in me and probably just building up, and I probably just need to speak on it even while I'm gaming. Alright, I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, let's just flow and go into the next part of the game, and just kind of let that part that just occurred, just let it be. Like, let it be, let it exist, let it just live, So, alright, let's get back to it. Nice. Excusez-moi. on, give me the 411. Okay, Faruta village, Mongol territory. Word. We taking over. Dang. People here look miserable. Wonder if I can like assassinate him from under here. I don't think I've ever tried that. Damn, working them like slaves, I'm guessing. The issue is you got two of them right there. And didn't even notice. Oh shit. Find and observe Mongol leader. That's a bonus for me too. Sure. Oh, there's one more somewhere. Damn. Oh. Come on, grab the iron. Yep. If I had known that served as a two-part thing, I mean, like, I could actually observe them, get a point, and then I could actually kill them and get a point. Okay, so there's a Mongol right there. This comes in handy. This kind of feels like cheating, because in real life you can't see through walls. Or can you? Nah. You're right, actually. I might be able to Damn. Damn. Oh, gotcha. Who the fuck? Oh. Yo, where are you shooting at? Dang. bro. He was not alarmed. There's him. There's that. Dang. This place is like fucking depressing and scary as a motherfucker. These people look so fucking scared. There you go, bastard. Against brutes. Intense against spearmen, shieldmen, against brutes. Heavy attacks. Strike for spinning attack. Oh. Ooh. Okay. And they just walking in like, you saved us. And I'm like, hell yeah, I did. I don't need to. I already fucking finished it. Why would I? Okay, whatever. You just want me to switch there. I'm not even finished here, am I? Nope. So got more to do, but tell me y'all got freaking arrow racks and stuff. Like, bro, I need some arrows. I'm a sharpshooter. Killed this guy. He didn't give me no arrows. I'm still haven't finished this place. Am I right? Man, you gave me nothing, man. Y'all are freaking cheap over here, man. Y'all ain't giving me shit. How y'all at a whole base? Y'all got arrow, man. How am I not gonna have no freaking arrows? Or no freaking ammo? Challenge remaining enemies. No, I'm good. So I was with Lady Masako, then we would have fought all our enemies from the get-go. How many more are there just now? Yo, my dude's playing some music. Yep, that's your boy right there. That's your boy right there, slicing and dicing. But, bruh, you probably the last mother. Oh my freaking goodness, bro. Bruh. I'm underrated. New ghost weapon available. To throw a... Okay. So I'm just unlock it? Why wouldn't you just unlock it? Why are you gonna do... What? LR2. Of course I'm gonna get it. Throw a firecracker. Yeah. Yeah, I got 4-1 chime. Okay. Oh, I finished it, didn't I? Ah. Okay. 9:38. No, that's not what I meant to do. Aw, you motherfuckers. Goddamn. Fuck y'all. Alright. Ooh, Anna saved her? Wow. Where'd the gold bird go? There? But what is this place? Oh gosh. I'm a little worried. Well, I'm not worried in a bad way. I'm just saying this looks like it would be a Mongol inhabitation. It looked like it was a place where I'd get my butt kicked. Oh, never mind. I tried to run right through that little gap and it did not work. I just thought this place would have been heavily guarded. That's what I was worried about. It's like, damn, I don't know if I walked in the right place, but still, what the f, you got all this stuff? Any arrows, please? Ooh, look at you. A new sword design? Ginbu's Darkness for warriors who celebrate the oh, sorry. I meant to see it. Yeah, but I like mine. I've arrived at my location. No, I haven't. This is my location. No, I guess I did pin that. That's my location. Wow. You know what? This probably was heavily guarded, but then Lady Moscow probably fucked everyone up. Yep, and look, right around the corner is Lady Moscow. Jeez. There we go. Hold on.
Tsushima の武士らしいお働きでした。最後の死を知らぬか。いいえ。戦は混乱を極め、叔父上を見失うことでした。手伝わせてください。これから浜のこちら側を探す。 足立家兵です。
ああ、だがなぜ一人落ち延びようとしたのか。
すべての弟が主の敵を弟に定めていました。逃げることなく。
良いことを聞いた。皆忠義を尽くした。一族の旗を見つけたら知らせてくれ。
Where's she going? So many more. See a lot of her banners. Return to the search area? Oh, okay. Ridiculous. What the actually just fucking sent me around in a fucking circle.
浜を進んでいるよう。
ならば我らもこの方角に進むぞ。
菊池家のことが。
奴は見たことがない。姉の夫も仕えていたの。
兄貴も近くにいらっしゃるはず。探しましょう。
今はいい。息子らを探すのが先だ。
堺家の旗だ。
Right here. Hey.
誰です？
正則だ。若輩者ではあるが、年老いた父親にかかる。
君が座っておる。良い息子だ。
だが我が子どこだ。長尾家の武士だ。
弓の名手を抱える一門でした。
右に出る者はいなかったな。
先生さえご出陣くだされば。
志村家の旗が。
この先は岩場です。
ここにも。氏神、息子らの良き友であった。最後までそばにおったはずだ。
ではこの近く。
行くぞ。猛虎の風呂も置き去りか。
無用ということです。下ろしましょう。
館に残っておれば、妻とこの隣で眠ってたという。
有明は遠く危険な旅です。近くに埋葬できる島があれば弔うこともできましょう。
かがりだ。幼い息子の遊び場だった。今は猛虎の手にあるの。
ならば奪うまで。
かがりだがこっちだ。
Kind of look like my horse. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be sad. Just seeing her sons up. But I mean, how did they end up like that?
良き母ですね。
そう自負しておったが、二人の子が先に行き、母が残るなど、これほどの無念があろうか。
母上が亡くした時、私も己を呪いました。
しかしお主は幼く、母君が病む。お主にできることなどなかったのだ。
それは事実でも慰めにはなりません。
そうだな。
Yeah, Lady Moscow, man. Seeing your kids strung up like that, like, that's the thing of war, man. Violence, man. All this stuff. It's fun in a game, but in real life, this shit is heartbreaking and so fucking horrible. Can't understand how. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. Take out the archers first. That water sounds good. Good, get down. Really? Where the fuck is that? Where is he? Dang, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good hit. Ouch. Wrong thing. Fudge. Wind stance. Alright. I was on water stance. Damn, Lady Moscow, where the heck are you? Oh my gosh. Kunai, sticky bombs. Damn, bro. You did not care at all. Two of us. That was fun. Refill up. If anyone's got anything of value. Tired. Guess not.
ようやくだ。息子らを運ぼう。
Skimping on these arrows, man.
二人が元服した後も世を明かすことを許す。呼びに参ったもの。
母を見してから美味しかったわ。私を呼ぶ声でした。
Let's have a moment of silence for Lady Moscow and her sons, her loss, and Jin.
安心しろ。お主ほど情に熱い者は他におらぬ。 息子らのそばにいさせてくれぬか。
承知しました。ご無事で朝子殿。
Look at that. It's 9:55, bro. All this in one stream. It's 9:55, bro. I did this in the stream, and oh my goodness. It would like, in just that small amount of time, all that talking I did, oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. Rush water crossing. And, wow, look at this. So some more things popped up, but look at that. Clearing the map. Clearing the map. It really didn't do much, but it did feel like a lot. With all that talking, and then I did another Mongol territory, and I just explored new places. This area, just went through this whole area, which is geologically, or I don't know, geologically, I don't know if that's the right word. I think so. Or environmentally different, maybe. I think geologically is more like terrain. Environmental is more like more broad to encompass like the environment, including trees and stuff, and then the flora and the fauna and everything like that. Geologically could maybe just mean like the rocks and the kind of like the terrain. But it was all different. It was, all these different regions have their own unique characteristics. Okay, it's 9:55. I think I'm gonna end the stream, and that was fun. And then when I come back, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Oh, maybe this. I don't know. I'm wondering if one of these will the shaman thing happen. I feel like it might be this, but I don't know. But also I feel like it might be somewhere over here. I think it was over here when I first did it. Yeah, it had to be because I think it had to be because I had to have gotten on a boat or something like that. But I don't know I don't know how it plays out. Then Castle Grenada, but I'll come back. I'll do these right here, unless they take me on the mission to the island, and then we'll explore, see what else, and then I'll be able to do Castle Grenada. I'll be ready for that after I get back from the island. So it won't be that close. It won't be that close. Because I'm saying Castle Canada, do this, that, the island thing, and then I'll do Castle Canada. Just saying that this island, per se, looks like I pretty much finished up this island, besides these two, and maybe a couple more might pop up. But in that, finish this island, and the last thing I'll need to do, even on my progress, infiltrate Castle Canada, save my uncle. But before then, I might be sent off to the other island, if that's on this one, I might really be getting ahead of myself, and it might actually be on the second island that happens, which I feel like would be more suitable, but you never know. Um, so yeah. So if that's not the case, then I will just do these, whatever else pops up, and then Castaneda. And yeah, we've made plenty of progress. So, alrighty. Remember, I got till October 1st. The Ghost of Yote comes out, and I don't even know if I'm going to get it on. I say I don't know if I'm going to get it on October 1st, but it won't be long after October 1st when I get it. But I might not get it exactly on October 1st. Maybe like October 10th or something. Maybe, you know. So, okay. I'm only 16:57 hours in, and again, that's with me talking, doing other stuff. So I'm just looking at this again. Yeah, man. What's the date? August 20th, which means I still have a month and a week and a half until Goseote comes out. So if I can beat this in there, then I'm good. Yep. So okay. Um, I'm about halfway through the game, if even halfway through. But 16, 17 hours doubled will be 34. If I do 34 hours, I get in 34 hours. Dang, that means I did it way faster than the first time. Probably, I can't even remember how I got 60 hours on the first one. But yeah, if I can do that, then how many days did it take me though? I gotta be realistic. How many days did it take me to get 16 hours and 57 minutes? That's about 17 hours. How long did it take me to get that? How many days? It really, honestly, it was probably like 2 weeks worth of gameplay. No, maybe not even. Maybe like a week and a half. Maybe like 8 days that I played. Like, no, not 8. Maybe like 10 days. How many days have I played? I'm going to stick with 2 weeks. So probably like 2 weeks of gameplay, meaning I played for 14 days, played this game. I streamed. No, I know how many, because this is stream 11. So only 11 days, and I was able to do this much. So if I can do 11 more days, okay, now the math is mathing up, and that makes sense. So this stream 11, which means I've played for 11 days with various times in my stream. So, word. Alright, y'all. So, I think that's everything. I wonder if it'll show it. Clouds. Oh, it doesn't show the island yet. It's a mystery. But look at this island, looks way bigger. Look at this. It is. So. Oh, it's actually cut into 3 sections. 10 of 24 liberated, 0 of 17 liberated, 0 of 15. 10 of 24. Well, according to that, I'm not even halfway through this island, because I've only liberated 10, 24. But those I'm sure will take a lot easier. That's just Mongol territory that pops up. And it just pops up every once in a while, so those will be quick. Actually, most are on this island though. Only 17 and then 15 in this section. Although, 0, 17, but combine these two, that's 30, 32. So if this were one section, it would be 32. It would be more than this, 24. Alright. Well, okay. I'm gonna get off now. And I'm not gonna show my face. I'm not gonna do the video part on the stream. I'm just gonna end it. Alright, y'all. So, take care. Peace out. And yeah. Yeah. I lied. I did show my face. Ha ha ha. Alright, well, that's it. I just want to show my face, and I just want to actually just be appreciative. I'm actually really appreciative to stream. Really appreciative to play. For being able to play this game. Like, really though, I'm appreciative of a good story. I'm appreciative of all these things. I'm not a violent person. I wish under different circumstances the game didn't even have to be violent, but I am appreciative of what good there is, and so I just try to, so what I do is I just show gratitude, show appreciation for those things. Great story. Jin Sakai, voiced by the same person who voices Zoro on One Piece, and even Jin, not Jin, God, what's his name? From Samurai Champloo. There's Jin, and then Mugen. I think he voices Mugen on there, but he's also had parts in other stuff. I think he had a voice in Cowboy Bebop, other stuff, and Japanese one. So yeah, I just wanted to end with appreciation for that. And just, I don't know, say positive words. Did you find Mom?
I did.
Okay. Nice. Okay. And just leave a positive word. So I hope anyone who watches this, I hope me looking back on these streams, which I know I will, I hope I just can even say like, yo, man, you're doing it, man. You're doing it. Like, I believe in you, man. I believe in you. Like, you're really doing it, man. You're really doing amazing things in this world, in this life. And it's just fun, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you can. Change what you can. Be what you can. And when you can't, don't let it be because you're scared, because you're too afraid to do something. Always stand up for what you believe in. And then I just wanted to keep it simple and just tell everyone, yo, I hope y'all are having a good night. So yeah, all right. I feel like never mind. All right, have a good night.